Last time on the colony at Winter's Pass.
Our group ended up spending the night in the mine, uh, presumably to get away from these cats? Cats, we'll say cats. Um, we made it through the night just fine. Brought some of the stone back to the colony. When we returned, I took a brief visit back to the kingdom for supplies, and I was able to acquire quite a few bricks and some more food just to float us through the winter, without us having to work too hard in this nasty weather. Um, Also, Orison is most likely cursed. I'm counting his days personally. Um, he does apparently know the password for the booby trap door in the mine. So that's where we're headed. Let's see what's behind that door, shall we?
Yeah. So last time you guys came back to the mine, and Orison punched in a code, and the door opened with a hiss from above in the pipes that almost killed you last time. But you didn't die, so you know, good on you.
Good news.
So this door has cracked open. What do you do?
Is there an air current now?
There is not.
What are we seeing beyond the door?
It is still mostly closed. It is just cracked.
I will wave everyone forward and get out my crowbar and start trying to pry it open.
Okay. The second
Uh,
that you tap it with your crowbar, it starts to swing open a little bit. It's you're amazed at how much and how smooth it is, how much it moved and how smooth it moved.
Maybe it just needed a little help.
Well, I think you're right. I'll put a hand on it and just push it open.
Yeah, it just swings open, and you look into the room, um, and it's a circular room, um, and in the center of this room is uh, a like it looks like a star, but it's an oddly, you know, those stars that are like more pyramid than star. They're not like the
Hmm.
normal star that you would see that have like the real defined points.
Okay.
Kind of doing a bad job of describing this. My apologies. But it has 4 points on it.
Starlight.
It's like a compass on a map, like the north,
Okay.
south,
Ah.
east, west.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
there you go. And sitting in the middle of this compass, Orison, is a dwarf. The rest of you
Hey,
look into this room, and you just see a number of shelves against the walls, a chest here or there, but no dwarf.
Is it
is
dark?
It is
Sorry.
dark, yes.
is it
I'm gonna light my torch.
a live dwarf or is it like a corpse again?
This one looks more alive. It's turned somewhat away from you, so you can only see half of their face.
Okay, well, I'm gonna throw up a dancing lights cantrip, 4 orbs, kind of in like a square pattern, just to kind of illuminate the room better.
Okay.
Much appreciated.
Yeah, and when you do so, you notice that the room is decorated with jewels throughout the walls, and there looks like there's gold inlays in certain designs up in the ceiling.
Going to very cautiously, kind of like one step at a time, just enter the room, keeping my eye on this dwarf and just see if it takes any notice of me as I approach.
Okay. So from the vault door to the dwarf is probably 30 feet.
Okay.
How close do you get?
I want to get about 20 feet away.
And
So
can we see
not
it
too
now?
close.
You cannot. You cannot see it.
Oh, he's the only one who can actually see. Okay.
Uh-huh. So you all watch as Orison walks in. What are you guys doing?
Am I able to tell if this door is the same one of those counterweight kind of things?
Make a investigation check.
Okay. And at the same point, if it is, can I tell if it's been maintained at all, or is it just
Yeah, roll your check, and I will let you know what you figure out.
okie dokie? Do. Oh shit, 22. Holy crap.
22.
Nice.
So you go and you look at the door, and it is similar. It has a counterweight, so it will close at a certain point automatically. But you do see that it has a way to open it from this side.
Okay. And it hasn't been. It's just been there in the elements.
Yeah, it looks
Okay.
impeccable.
Oh, I think I know what that means.
Do you now?
Yeah, I think I do.
Okay.
We all watch as he studies it and wonder what he's thinking.
Does it react as I get closer?
How close are you getting?
Like I said, about 20 feet away.
It does not.
I'm gonna call out to it. Then I'll just pause for a moment and say, "Who are you?"
The dwarf turns and looks at you, and you see that half of this dwarf is decrepit, like you had seen in your dreams. The other half is less so, and looks more solid.
More like half dead, half alive, kind of.
Half rotted, half not. It is
Lovely.
definitely like see through all over.
Right. I just meant in like appearance.
Yeah. Yeah, so half of it looks less dead.
Very important distinction.
Mm-hmm.
It doesn't respond to me though.
It does. It turns and looks at you and begins to get up. The rest of you all heard Orison say this, by the way.
Yeah, I'm staring at him with a little bit of confusion.
Same.
I'm just gonna uneasily bring up my crossbow.
Okay.
Do you have a name?
The dwarf begins to walk towards you, Orison, and pulls an axe off of its belt.
Immediately take daggers.
Okay.
Get them in the
Whoa,
hand.
who are you talking? What's going on? Who's
You
here?
You don't see this.
Is this what?
This dwarf approaching with
Negative.
the axe.
No.
The dwarf takes another step and another step closer to you.
I'm gonna go out on a limb here. I'm gonna use fairy fire.
Okay.
Like, what does it say here? Each object in a 20-foot cube within range is outlined. So yeah, I'm gonna center that cube like right on where the dwarf currently is standing.
Okay. And you see a dwarf, Orison. The rest of you just see Orison performing some magic.
Well, I mean, I guess it's good to keep in practice.
Uh,
Alright.
I don't understand. Is there maybe there's something in the room you're smelling? Bacteria? Mold can do that sometimes. Make you
You seriously are not seeing this dwarf approaching.
The dwarf gets within 5 feet of you, raises his axe, and then swings it down to the ground and leans on it like a cane. He looks up
I'm,
at you
like,
and
Tensed
goes,
and ready for a fight.
"What took you so long?"
assuming we don't hear this either.
Nope.
Okay.
Who are you?
Auric, son of the king.
Auric, son of
Auric?
the king.
Yes.
Is that this dwarf that you're smelling?
You're talking to the ghost of the crown?
He's looking over at the people who are talking as they're talking.
I will kind of like follow his gaze back over my shoulder and then back to him, very confused, etched in my face very clearly. You can see them, correct, Auric?
Aye.
And I turn back to the party. and you see nothing here.
Nothing.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, my sight's not great with dark, but this is that's
yeah.
nothing.
Nothing here.
They need to hold on to the crown for a bit.
I'll fish into my bag and take out the crown,
Mhm.
and I will pass it back. Who's closest to me? Out of curiosity.
Probably Vitalia. I imagine she'd waltz right on in.
Okay. Yeah, I'll hand it over to Vitalia then. And be like, hold on to this for a
So
moment.
when you hand over the crown, you no longer see the dwarf. And Vitalia, all of a sudden, there's this dwarf leaning on a axe who's all decrepit. And he's looking up at you, and he's like, "Hello."
I feel like Vitali would like freak out a little bit, like and then drop the crown.
When you drop the crown, you don't see the dwarf anymore,
Oh,
She will bend down to pick it back up.
and there's the dwarf. He's like, "Yeah, you might want to hold on to that."
did you see him? What's going on?
Yeah, you gotta hold it. Hold the crown to see him. That's unfortunate.
Everyone,
Oh,
gather
you're
around for a
telling me.
moment. Everyone, get a hand on this crown.
Oh,
All right.
well, that's a good idea. I will put one large finger on the ground so I'm not taking up a lot of room.
What if it's cursed?
Well, we're all
No.
cursed together, huh?
It's the most peculiar curse I've ever seen, if that's the case.
Yeah, Sildaloon, as soon as you touch the crown, you also see this dwarf, who bows deeply to you.
Hey,
What surely could go wrong. I'll go ahead and grab the crown.
uh,
Is everybody holding the crown at this point?
Yeah.
Yes.
You all see this dwarf now, and he's just,
she nods her head in return also.
"Oh, good evening to you."
Yes.
Good evening.
Hope you don't mind the company.
After 850 years, it's good to have somebody to talk to.
Is he speaking in common?
He is.
Okay. That would make sense. We're all just talking normally. Well, it's good to know. So are you the one that's been spooking our friend Orson here?
Oh, you know, he took off so fast that I couldn't get his attention. Or I tried, and then he kept waking up.
That tends to happen when apparitions of dead dwarves haunt your dreams,
Yeah.
attacking you and your wife in your sleep.
Attack you? No.
Well, you cut my hammock. Gave
Oh,
us a
yeah,
stir.
apologies. That was a mistake. I was trying to put the axe down so I could lean on it.
I'm laughing out of character. Sorry.
Can I roll an insight on this? Is
Yeah.
he on the up and up?
Sure, go ahead.
All right. That's a natural 1.
I mean, as far as you can tell, he's on the up and up.
Well, what is it you want then, Auric, son
Ah.
of the king?
I mean, nobody's been here in 150 years. It's good to see a friendly face to talk to.
Are you stuck here?
Oh, I'm linked to the crown. I go where the crown goes.
Oh. Well, you're like a portable friend.
Yes. Ha! Well, it's been so long since somebody's picked me up.
God, did we just get a mascot for this campaign?
Auric, the dwarfy ghost.
What? Oh, God. We're gonna make millions. What happens if you wear the crown?
Can you wear the crown?
Me? I can't. No, you can.
Well, yeah. What happens if either? Well, I guess you can't. But what if you do, Orson?
I'm not sure I want to find out the hard way. What would happen?
You get to use both your hands.
Well, this isn't what I expected to find here at all.
Nor myself.
Well, hey, if that's a little pressure off our shoulders. We don't have anyone attacking the village at night. Well, that's a ghost anyway.
Well, at least not me.
Sorry,
What
come again?
precisely does that mean?
Yeah.
No, you don't know.
No, we're quite new to these parts.
Oh, yeah.
This is the land of the dead, lad. Everything here is dead.
Eh,
Well,
Is
everything.
that meteor?
Yes! Those damn mages brought down a whole other world upon us.
Oh, what?
Huh?
Destroyed everything for as far as the eye could see. And beyond.
What? Wait, what mages?
The ones in the war.
Can you elaborate on that in any way?
Do I have any idea? Yeah, do we know?
Make a history check.
Dirty 20.
17.
17 through 20. Yeah, I mean, you had heard stories. There is the reason that this whole place is wow, that's
Not
apparently
live-
a
no one lives there.
really
Not
hard
a good live
word.
zone.
Not good place live.
Inhospitable.
Inhospitable. Thank you. Inhabitable.
Inhospitable.
But like
New
inhabitable
Jersey.
that's like
Bad
an
house.
actual word, right?
Not-
uninhabitable.
No good life here.
Oh my God.
Uninhabitable. There we go.
Uninhabitable.
Thank you, Jack.
Yep.
I'm not crazy, I swear. Yeah, so the whole reason that it is was abandoned so long ago was that well, abandoned by those who could leave was because during the war between your nation and the rival nation, one of the sides, it's not really known who, had some mages bring down a meteor, and a magical meteor, and it just devastated.
I'm
And
sorry. Whose side were those mages on again?
it was King what's his face. Let me roll a history check for the dwarf.
King what's his face? Nope, that's canon.
No, he's
Uh.
a dangerous one. That sounds like his.
I don't remember his name, but he was the one that was marrying his daughter to the other side, and then she decided not to go through with it, and so they split the kingdom in half.
Isn't that our king?
I don't know.
Yeah,
Who's your
that's,
king?
that's our king. That's the one.
Who is our king? What's his face? You know.
Yeah.
the king.
So
That is
so
him.
your king is a descendant of
That's right, but
this
that's
king.
our guy.
Yeah.
King. What's his name? What's his?
Well, sorry.
nose?
I should rephrase. Your king is a descendant of the daughter.
Is our king's name?
It is. Let me see if I can find that.
Chad.
It's in the. So, King Everstone.
Everst.
Yes.
I tell you, I did not read these
Gee, I
papers real well
understand.
when I signed them.
And then the other side is the still kinds.
Who are not so kind. Well then. Now, hang on. Why are you tied to the crown?
Oh, a little magical mishap.
Oh, you rolled a nat 1. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I was in the process of setting up the crown when the meteor hit, and magic from the meteor and my magic mixed. Didn't know I was stuck to the crown until after I died.
Yikes.
Yeah, imagine my surprise.
Yeah, yeah. Uh,
Die, and suddenly I'm looking down at my own body.
that, that's some rough luck, sir. Your Majesty. I don't know how to address you. I'm sorry.
Whatever. Just call me Oric.
Orc.
Oh. So, what are you guys doing here?
We're trying to recolonize.
Right. We were investigating you, but you
Well, that's
seem okay. So
interesting. Yeah, the last time somebody tried to recolonize, they ended up. Well, I'm sure you know all about them.
People
What?
have come here before.
shake our head in unison.
Oh, wait, you don't know. Oh, there was a colony on the coast. They never found me, but I wandered around and people got to the mine at least. But, yeah, now they wander around just like I do. Except for meaner.
How long ago was this?
Oh, about 150 years ago or so.
You've been here this whole time?
I've been here for 900, 850 years, something along those lines.
Well, you look great.
Ah! Why, thank you. And he gives a little, like, flourish. Bow.
What can you tell me about the others about 150 years ago who tried to colonize? What do you know who they were? Where they came
Nope.
from?
All I know is that my kin killed them.
Oh,
Your kin.
Yep. Not all of us died.
hmm.
You're saying dwarves survived?
Well, in a sense.
Right,
He's
land
very
of the dead.
cryptic, you know?
Well, they're not. Some of. Well, yeah. Yeah, dead. Kind of. Some of them.
Why is it some? Why not all or none?
Well, they're dwarves, but they're not dwarves anymore.
Magically mutated?
Necrotic?
Yeah, mutated's a good word.
Hmm.
Well, wait, you mean when you say everything is dead here, are you talking everything?
Well, dead in the sense that it's not what it once was.
Mutated.
So, those cats, for instance, used to be panthers. They're not panthers anymore, so the panther is dead.
And the snail we ran into?
Right, yeah.
Oh. Used to be a snail.
Yeah, I wouldn't call that a snail anymore.
I mean, it's a snail. We just didn't know.
Still a snail.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it used to be able to fit on my pinky.
So
Oh.
you're saying the magic that crashed down somehow changed all the life forms in this area?
Over time.
Not that uncommon, actually.
Wait a minute. Then that's why all those weird colors.
Ah, in the plants, you noticed.
Yeah,
Yes.
It's difficult not to, actually.
pretty much, yeah. But that explains it. It's all weird warped magic.
Mm-hmm.
Is
Indeed.
Is this place safe?
Oh, we
Yeah.
lasted the longest down in our mine. We sealed it up airtight, and then eventually had to open back up. And when we did, that's when it got us.
It?
The magic.
What got you?
Oh, yes.
Hmm.
Right.
Are you implying that if we were to stay here for an extended period of time, the same would happen to us?
Oh no! If the magic was as potent as it was back then, you'd already be dead.
Well,
That's just
count our blessings.
right, reassuring.
Now there might be areas that still contain such magic, but for the most part, it's more benign.
And it should decrease with time if what you're saying is right.
No, the further it spread, the less potent it became. So the closer you get to the impact spot, the more bizarre the changes were. And the further that magic epicenter spread out, it's weakened.
Hmm.
I suppose it probably went into the ocean some too.
You don't happen to know
no,
where it landed, do you?
Ah, far, far to the west. East. Far to the east.
North. No, it was south.
Yeah.
No, that was the
Smart
DM. That was the DM going, no, it was to the east. DM Bumble.
You know, specifically, or we have a cartographer. He's pretty good. You could just mark
Oh,
it down.
I never went over there to figure out exactly where it landed.
Ah, it's a shame.
Well, I have my limitations. And he looks over at the crown.
How far can you travel out from the crown?
Yeah.
Probably about a day and a half.
If we stop touching to the crown, are you still there?
Indeed.
That might be weird.
You're telling me.
Yeah, I bet it's hard to get people's attention. So, wow, this has been a beneficial discovery.
I'm pleased that you guys are pleasant. Some of my brethren are a little less so.
I don't think we've had the pleasure of running across them yet.
I wouldn't recommend it. They're more in the darker areas.
You mean down in the caves themselves?
Yeah,
Down in the mine or the
Mine.
darkest forests, yeah.
Down in the mine. That could
Hmm.
complicate things.
Yeah, I guess we'll just have to leave that gold alone.
Or clear out the mines.
Or do that, I guess.
Yeah,
Well-
be wary. They are hefty in number.
We'd appreciate anything you could tell us.
Would you
Comes-
happen to know how to make that explosion that trapped the door?
Unfortunately, that wasn't my area of expertise.
Damn, that could have helped clear the mine.
And what was
Could
your
have helped
area of
collapse the
expertise?
mine. Oh, I dabbled in a little bit of magic and hitting things with a hammer or an axe. I really liked the axe.
Sometimes it gets the job done. It's true.
Indeed.
Well, you say there's a lot. I mean, we are very greenhorn here. We don't want to be side. Can they leave the mine? Do
Oh, of course. They don't tend to, but they can.
they? Oh, okay.
I wouldn't worry about your colony unless you really piss them off.
Well, we may do just that, depending on what happens next. So, I just want to be prepared.
Our plan was to enter the mines and take the resources for ourselves.
At some point, yeah.
Well, as Prince Oric, I give you free rein to do so. But my brother might have something to say about it.
I
That would
don't
be awesome.
suppose you hold any sway over them still.
No.
Right, can't just flash the crown around and say, hey, get out of jail free cod.
Put
No,
on the
they'd
crown and
probably
tell them
look at
you're
it and
Prince
go, ooh, shiny rock, take.
Wait, you said they would do shiny rock take?
Probably.
Maybe we can trick them.
Oh, maybe, I suppose.
I don't know why I care. I don't. This sounds dangerous.
Certainly seems like we're outnumbered at the very least.
Yeah. I mean, it could go on the to-do list. We have plenty of other stuff to tend to.
What's on your list?
Oh, I mean, we still have structures to be worried about. We need to worry
Oh,
about getting.
I was
uh,
good at building things.
T-
We built great big cities and magnificent statues.
We're just
Boy.
worried about the basics right now. But
I would sure love to see some of those again.
Where were they located?
Oh, all over the continent. Nearest one's probably up in the mountains,
hmm,
if it's still there.
Would you be willing to guide us?
I can try. Things have changed quite a bit.
well, as much as I know about dwarves, they should be able to know a thing or two about mountains, no matter how many years have passed.
Yeah, if dwarves had been upkeeping all of our structures, then yes, I'd agree. But they are built to last, so who knows?
Your doors have been working. I mean, everything has been working phenomenally well, considering how long.
Oh,
it's
well,
been
I mean,
untouched.
underground makes it easier.
True.
But I'm happy to go with you. And he just
Well,
kind
no
of
offense,
smiles.
but it doesn't appear as though you have much of a choice.
Oh, haha, yeah, that is true.
But we could be worse. She shrugs.
Yeah, and I mean, I'd also be happy if you just wanted to come back around here. I mean, there's so much more for you to explore. You've only made it into the first room of the vault.
The first room.
Vault.
Yeah. What'd you think this was?
I don't go underground very often. I'm not
Are
sure.
there, are there more doors in this room?
Oh, of course. You're standing on one.
What?
I
Yeah,
look
look
down.
down. Yeah.
Trapdoor opens.
Make
Ah,
make a
no,
perception
please.
check.
You what?
Make a perception check.
Trigger.
Okay. Oh god.
I'm
Sucking
helping.
the shit.
Oh.
15.
Roll with advantage because Soda is helping.
Okay.
I'll give you my
I'll
eyes.
take that. 18.
18. You look down and it's very difficult to see, but you just barely make out what looks like a seam around. It's a circle seam around the the compass rose.
Can I try and find an opening, like a mechanism or something?
With the 18, that's all you see.
Oh, okay. I meant like investigation, but okay, that's fine.
I mean, yeah, if you want to roll investigation.
Okay. That's a 9.
A 9.
Yeah.
Yeah. You're not familiar with ancient dwarven construction, so you're not real certain.
Let's ask the dwarf.
All right. I'll just look at it and be like, "How do you open this?"
Well,
Vitalia is very much going to take a couple steps off of it.
you don't have all the keys, but so there's 4 keys. One's the crown, and you need to place the keys on the 4 points, which will then activate the door.
Oh.
What are the other 3 keys?
There are 4 crowns.
Oh, good. Oh.
I had 1, and the other 3 dwarf princes, my brothers, jackasses. they had the others.
They weren't here by chance either, were they?
No. One of them was up in his keep on the mountains. The other far to the east on the coast. And the last somewhere to the west. Well, somewhere. I mean, his is probably gone. He looks a little sad.
What makes
Oh.
you say that?
Well, if we were hit as hard as we were underground here, it's likely his city was demolished.
Hmm.
But, on the other hand, it is a magical crown, so it's likely, if anything were to survive, it would be that.
Just have to find it in the wreckage.
Indeed.
I'm gonna take out the map I have of just like the general overall area.
Okay.
And could you show us here where these are located?
So he points up into the mountains. It's probably a 3 or 4 week journey to the northeast, up in the mountains. He goes, "Oh, that's the closest." And then he points to the east on the map, almost to where you came in at the river mouth. And he goes, "Oh, that's where the other one." And then he points into the west, where there looks to be a big old crater, and he points in the middle of that. And he goes, "That's the last."
Ooh.
And what is in the vault that was so important it required 4 such distinct keys?
Oh, riches beyond comparison.
I wish we never learned this.
I do. I think we should open it.
Yeah, well, now we've got a lot to do before that. A lot of dangerous things to do.
It's not like we have anywhere else we're gonna have to go.
I mean, I can think of only 20 things to do right now. I mean, I've got leaves to look at. I've got bark to figure. I've got... Just thinking of a million things to do besides this dangerous mission.
They just kind of look. Crush just kind of looks at you. He's like, "Yeah, I got stuff to build too, but riches."
Yeah, I can't relate. We got riches. They're back in the village. Pose.
Well, at the
Well,
very least,
anyway.
it's something we should keep in mind.
And like I said, I'm happy to go with you to any of those locations, or not, if you just want to stick around here. Just happy to have somebody to talk to.
I mean, the crown's portable.
That it is indeed.
And you can read everything we can't right now. Here.
What do you mean?
I mean, I can't read Dwarvish.
You can't?
Yeah, but
No.
Vitaly's the only one who can.
Huh.
She kind of waves.
I see you're the smart one.
Oh, I wouldn't say that. Spent a lot of time with dwarves growing up.
Ah. Has good taste.
Oh,
Have a passion for smith work.
Smart, skilled, and beautiful. Says
She
this
quirks
half
an eyebrow.
says this half decimated corpse ghost dwarf.
Ooh.
oh, geez, when's the wedding?
Ah.
So what is it? What you need me to read?
No, we were just saying that he can also read Dwarvish, but you can as well, but none of us are really. You're the only two who can read. That's what we were saying. That's all.
Very well. So what? Are we opening this or not?
Oh, we can't.
Well, not
Just
without the keys, you can't.
Right, but are we going to try to open it? Are we going to try to collect all the keys so we can crack it open?
Certainly hope so.
Probably.
I feel like it's a smart idea. I mean, we're
Excellent.
here-
Then let's get started.
Was
Do you have
so
any ideas
soon?
where we can start looking?
Sorry, what was that, Shelby?
Do you have any idea where we can start looking? Closest one that you can think.
yeah, he had pointed out a couple different locations on the map for you.
Which one's the closest?
The mountains.
The mountains. There we go.
Mountains aren't so bad.
You said the mountains were a few weeks away, though, right?
Yes.
Oh,
I don't
boy.
think we're very well prepared for a trip like
Well,
that, right?
You are like in the foothills of the mountains, but the location he pointed out was up in the mountains a couple weeks away. So this would
Right.
not be an easy journey. This is like in the mountains, traveling.
And I don't know if we want to do that in winter.
You're right. Perhaps wait till spring. Wait till the snow melts at least.
I would advise that. Yeah.
Well, is there perhaps one that is less mountainous?
Well, there is the one on the coast.
Coast.
Near
and
the
then-
mouth of the river, correct?
Yeah.
We could take the boat.
We could. I'm sure they could handle having one ship gone.
Yeah, you think there's enough people that you guys are and animals right now that if you were to take one of the boats, then they'd have to cram into the other boats to sleep at night.
How far along are we? As far I don't remember how many days have passed.
So for the buildings, it would take about a week for the town hall and the food storage.
Okay.
With 20 people working on that. And you guys are probably about halfway done.
Okay.
And then you guys were looking at building city walls, watchtowers, and individual houses after that.
Right.
I need. Okay. That's the problem. Is if I need somewhere to store my deer, Though if we move the people onto the. I don't know if I should put deer in beds. Actually, now that I'm thinking about it.
That would be a funny sight, wouldn't it?
It would. It'd be funny for a couple minutes, but then we'd have to change the sheets. Right.
Bedwetters, are they?
I mean, when you've never been in a bed before, what do you do?
When you have been in a bed before.
You've been dead for a long time, huh?
You have no idea.
I don't. Are you leaving? I'm joking with a ghost dwarf. This is such a strange thing. So are we? Well, that's the thing. We have to show. What's the third? Where? All right. You said the other one was in the west, in that crater.
The very middle of the crater.
Mm,
Right. And that one sounds like it would be.
Rife with magical energy.
Eh.
Yeah,
super dangerous.
maybe. Probably.
Maybe save that one for last.
Yeah. Well, I mean, we could. Damn, it's all a matter of time.
Well, once the town hall is constructed, people can start moving off of the boats and into that to sleep.
How? Yeah, okay, so the people could leave that into the town hall. Would it be impossible to store the deer on the remaining boats if we took one?
No, it wouldn't be impossible. It might just be
And we're also missing one.
difficult. Yeah, once the
Uh,
town hall is created, you think it's probably be a lot easier. You also think that you had mentioned a like a barn before. That
Yes, I
might be a
would.
good idea too.
I
Prioritize
Yeah,
that,
because
yes.
there's also cows, pigs, chickens.
okay. Well then, yes, perhaps we should do that before the list was the
So yeah, right now you guys are working on a town hall, food storage, and a forge.
right.
And that takes up your entire allotment of people.
Okay. And once that was done, we were moving on to which? I know there was guard towers.
Yeah, so there was city walls, watchtowers, individual houses, and a barn
Okay.
that had been mentioned. And I don't think anything else was on the list, but
I might slip barn in before city walls. Solely
can do that.
because, I mean, we can have a parameter of people scouting
Mhm.
for temporary walls until we replace this. But yes, if we want this to go smoothly, I will need a barn. We all will need a barn. Also, deer feces is a really good fertilizer.
Yeah.
Just thought it's good to know. We could shuffle that into the manure pile as much as the cow.
Hmm.
Right. So what are we doing?
Yeah, Oric is just kind of like looking at you all standing in a circle holding your crown, all like deep in thought. And he's
And my
like,
back hurts from leaning over.
well,
Is there anything else down here that might help us?
not unless you can get into the vault.
Well,
Or
That's
go,
fine.
or if you're willing to go down into the mines, there might be something.
how quickly do your brethren start showing up, would you say? How deep are they?
He explains that the mines were dug very, very deep. So it can take up to an hour to get to the bottom using the lift system.
Oh, jeez.
And when you said there were quite a few of them down in the mines, is there a ballpark number you can give us?
900 years to propagate.
Gee.
Oh no,
Wait, propagate?
we need fire.
You know,
You mean they didn't stop that?
Nope.
So the loon takes a moment to consider how that birthing process goes down and then stops and moves on.
Yeah, guys, I apologize. I need to step away for 2 seconds. I will be right back.
Allowed.
Okay.
No problem.
Intermission break.
Oh, geez. Okay, she stands up to full height and stretches. Cause geez. Oh, it's really hard just reaching over like that. Just
How tall is Silverloon?
7'4".
Jesus Christ! I'm like the
Um,
shortest person in the team.
I feel
Goddamn
like
furbolgs.
Vitali's a lot taller than I initially said she was.
Well, you said 6'9". Nice.
How many hands?
Many. I think like I'd have to check on the exact kind of horse she is. 1 second.
How
I'm
tall
back.
is everyone here, by the way?
Like in person or in character?
I'm 5'8".
Like,
All right, I'm back.
I'm six
Wow.
six even, so
6. Okay. Yeah. No, that would be. I would like to know everyone. We should know everyone's physical description.
6'1".
Okay. Yeah. 6'1". Okay.
6'3".
Yeah,
Good.
Orson's 5'6".
Aw, I love
Tiny
him.
little thing.
That's
Vitali,
small but powerful.
she is tall, and I wrote somewhere in here what kind of horse she was, and I can't find it in my character sheet.
It was not a Clydesdale, but it was a
No, it's a different draft horse.
yeah.
There it is. There it is. Brabant draft horse.
Raven. Type that.
And the DM is Omni height.
The DM is rumored to have a height.
We just don't know it.
Mm-hmm. Maybe one day you will find him in the world.
It varies per character he plays.
Yes.
He could be anyone.
Freaking Tom Bombadil over here.
So it's hang on. Show me in hands. Oh, between 16.2 and 17 hands.
That's a big fucking horse.
That's a big fucking horse.
Mm-hmm.
That's a big.
That's to the
fucking horse.
withers.
So
Yeah.
hands.
So that's like her horse half.
That's
is that
that's
big.
to like her horse, her hips.
Yeah.
Hips?
Yeah.
Horse shoulders,
Her
human
horse
hips.
Yes. And so her like adult portion, her human portion is a full like
Probably like 3 feet, 3.5.
Okay, so I need to math that out. How many is?
That's probably 8 or 9 foot tall.
Well, that's rude. I thought I was the tallest.
I'm sorry, I have stilts.
Jesus.
4
Well,
of them.
that's fine. 4 stilts. All right. Well, that's fine.
Okay,
'Cause you're
you do know that
strong.
at some point we have to put Vitali on actual stilts.
No. What?
Listen,
Why?
hear me out. Hear me out. She gets like horseshoes, right? But they're really, really big. They're like platform
Yeah, I was gonna-
horseshoes.
platform
I
shoes.
hate this so much. I hate it.
And they're like the
I
10-inch platforms.
No.
Yeah, exactly.
So Lillian looks up at her
Oh,
like, that
man.
seems excessive, don't you think? You're gonna.
They're saying that, and I just start thinking of
She
horse
taps her
height
metal
rules.
arm on her metal leg, and there's a very loud clingy sound, like cling, cling. I'm
my
a little extra.
Oh my god. Yeah, but if you break a leg, we're gonna have to put you down.
I've lost 2, and I'm still here.
I can't.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. We're gonna have to
You-
put you down.
You lost. You didn't break 2.
Yeah, no, I'm literally. I have a 2-legged horse.
So in the future, they just remove the leg and just add a new one. Oh, not the future. Like this is the future. D&D. No, I'm gonna leave. I need another shot. Jesus.
Okay. So,
Yeah, the whole meme with Vitali is that she straight up refuses to die.
That's a good trait to have.
yeah.
That should be helpful in the pits of magic we have to go into. So,
Cool. So, all right. So, you're building barn, city walls, watchtowers, individual houses after this. Hopefully before spring hits, right?
yeah, what time? How far into winter are we?
You're at the height of winter.
Okay. Maybe we should go back and just kinda.
So you've got it's probably a month and a half before spring starts.
Well, now that we know more about how this land was affected, I kind of want to go and see exactly what we can. The dwarves were down in this mine this whole time, so they only got hit with the residuals, and that didn't pan out so well. So maybe we should figure out exactly how these mages affected the land.
Could be possible to find a way to reverse the process.
Right, yeah. I'm sure King Everstone would love to hear about that.
Yes, and the 950-year-old still breeding fucking cave dwarves or some shit.
Forward to that, I'll be honest. I cannot believe they're still producing. But yeah, that
Oric just looks over at you all and goes, "Aye, dwarves are hearty stock."
hearty stuff. I got nothing. You
any
learn
case-
something new every day.
In any case, we can all agree that the best next step is to return to the camp.
Yes.
It's good.
Fair enough.
However, perhaps not tonight.
Oh, I wouldn't recommend traveling at night.
Oh, how long have we been down here?
Well, we got here as evening was starting to set.
Yeah. All right. Well, we've been it before. Hey, at least we unplugged those pipes so we can breathe.
And we don't have to be quite as fearful of attack.
Yeah.
Well, I wouldn't recommend not keeping a watch.
No, that's.
Oh, I'm always watching.
I mean, we could just shut the door, lock it.
Is it airtight?
Not exactly, but close. It's a big room.
Does it stink in here?
It does not. There are no dead bodies. It smells slightly in here just because when you open the door, some of that stink came in.
But it's
Not
alright.
as potent for sure.
And you said that door we opened has a similar mechanism that closes by
Yeah,
itself.
and as a matter of fact, it has already closed.
Okay.
All right.
Well, if no one has any objections, and I'm going to go and start rigging up the door area with the same string and bell that I used the previous time we were here.
All right.
So you take your hand off the crown?
Yes.
Okay. Oric's like, all right, but...
The rest of us are still holding it, though.
Oh, so y'all all hear, all right, bye.
Oh, he
But
said bye.
I'll nod and then go back about my work.
okay. The rest of you are still just huddled around this crown. I like that image. That's funny.
Well, it's been nice meeting you, but I would really like to stand straight up again. This is
Gotta let go of the crown too.
doing a
Oh,
number
yeah.
on me.
Oh, that didn't even say goodbye. That's rude.
I guess I'm still holding it. I
Yeah.
don't know who else is.
He was talking about Eladon.
Oh,
Oh no, I was just saying that out of character.
Yeah.
who's still holding it now?
Me.
Just Brad.
Yeah,
Yes,
Vitalia is no longer
Okay.
holding it. She
Okay.
would like to stand up.
So yeah, just Crash.
Yeah.
Jeez.
So he kind of looks you over, Crash, and he goes, "Oh, you look like one of those magic folks that are around here."
I mean, I like to infuse that into the stuff that I build. Make it better.
Yeah. We had all sorts of like you back when, we were breathing.
Yeah. Yeah. um, truth be told, I'm going to be stealing some of your designs for our camp because they're
Oh
pretty good
yeah,
ideas.
of course.
Hmm.
Just listening to this interaction. One-sided.
So, what's the deal with your companions?
Well, one of them's really into studying this kind of weird shit that y'all got around here. You know, giant snails and trees, probably made of metal or something.
Oh no, the metal
He's
trees are made by us.
that's a thing.
Well, so like the one with the lever in it, metal.
Ooh, I like that.
I feel like we should all be touching it again. This is. Are you? What's going on? Well, this is awkward.
Yeah, he kind of looks over at Vitaly and is like, I don't know what the deal is with the metal horse. Really? Do I?
Ah,
Damn it. Oh.
I would, I'd like to get to know her better.
I'm sure you would.
She seems like a hearty woman. Hard left, hard left. What? People in the background.
No, it's east.
Well, he kind of looks. He's like, well, I mean, when the majority of you is made of metal, I figure, yeah, you would be pretty hardy.
It's not the majority. It's just like a third, comparatively.
So, when a minor majority of you is made of,
Do you know what majority means?
uh-huh,
A mind majority.
a major minority. How about that? See,
I will
you guys.
accept that. I will accept a major minority.
All right.
Awesome.
Well,
All right. So what do you got?
Silverluna sat down and utilized her herbalism kit to make a pot of tea.
Oh, very nice. Excellent. Oric looks over at the teapot longingly.
I don't know.
Kesh, and he's just like, oh, what I would give for some beer.
Yeah, that'd be nice. Yeah, it's a shame you're dead because I think we have like a lot.
Really?
Uh-huh.
A lot of
Huh.
what?
Beer.
That's interesting.
I mean, when you're on a ship for a while, you need something to do.
Well, fair enough, fair enough. And how much of this do you have left at your colony?
I don't know. Should I roll history for that?
Nah, like you would have a decent amount. Beer takes longer to go bad than water does.
This is true. So it'll just be like, we have enough. More than enough.
Oh, I sure would like to try that.
Well, I mean, he'll kind of put that in his back pocket. Crush will.
Okay.
Well, I realize you're in deep discussion, Crush. But if anyone had, I made some. I think it's some kind of black tea. Honestly, I'm not sure which one I grabbed, but it's from back home, so it's very mild. I don't know if anyone wanted a nightcap. I know I usually do. I have spare cups.
I'll take a bit of tea.
I'll try it.
Still do it.
Oh, go ahead.
Oh no, I was just saying Sildaloon is delighted because she usually drinks alone.
Kresh, Orc will look up at you and he goes, "All right, fine, I'll tell you a secret.
All right.
If you put on the crown,
Mm-hmm.
I can make it worth your while, mind you.
Okay.
I could borrow you for a moment.
To do what?
I knew it.
Oh, try that tea.
What could possibly go wrong?
What could go wrong? I don't know.
Yeah, tell you what. You see that wall over there?
Yeah.
Go press the third tile up, fourth tile over.
Okay. Crush will walk over the wall and point at the tile that he mentioned.
And Oric will nod.
I push it.
Okay, you push it and it flips, and there's a secret compartment behind the tile.
What's in the secret
Whoa.
compartment?
In the compartment is a stack of 50 gold.
Oh!
Did you find the bank? What's
Kresh pockets the gold and puts on the crown.
Okay, make a wisdom saving throw,
Oh.
or you can just allow him to take over for a
You
minute.
know, he tell you what, so he was kind enough to pay me, so I'm not gonna make the roll.
Okay. So you all watch as Kresh puts on the crown, and for a second, he kind of like does this weird body movement, like something is trying to figure out how to use it. And then he goes, in Kresh's voice, he goes, "Oh, lass, that smells mighty fine." And he kind of walks over and asks for a cup.
Well, I see you're wearing a crown now, Kresh.
Oh, no, it's me, it's Oric.
Oh, all right. Phew, that's what happens when you put the crown on then, huh?
Not always. You have to, well, sometimes.
Another either or situation. Sounds fantastic. Okay. You know what? You can both enjoy it at once, and that's great because I don't have enough cups. I didn't plan on or I'm sorry, Prince, you. So she hands Kresh what would have been Kresh's cup, which is also the prince's, and enjoy.
He nods and he takes a sip and he goes, and he stands up and he walks over to another wall, and then he pushes a succession of different tiles, and another secret compartment opens, and he pulls out a bottle of what looks like 900-year-old dwarven spirits. And he pops the cork out, pours a little in the tea, sniffs, and he goes, "Oh, that's aged." And he takes a drink, and then he goes, "Roll a Constitution saving throw for me, Crush."
Okay.
Party member.
The con save, sure.
900-year-old gut rot.
Fantastic. That's 21.
Oh, this is fantastic spirits.
Mm-hmm.
And with the tea, it's real good. So he drinks some more, and then he offers it to everybody else.
I'll try some.
All right, when you make a con save.
I mean, when in Rome.
Yeah, anybody who's gonna have some, make a con save for me.
You said it's good with the tea?
Mm-hmm.
That's a 24.
It kicks like a mule.
Teen.
And you like it quite a bit, Eladon.
Oh,
but
that hits the spot.
It really kicks, warms you right up. Sildaloon, you take a sip, and immediately the room just starts spinning.
Oh no. Oh, that's wow. Did I mention I don't drink that often? It's good stuff though. Good stuff. Good stuff. I'm holding my face.
Yeah, it burned all the way down.
Oh, okay.
17?
17. You drink, and just like everybody else except for Sildaloon, it's a kick, but it's pretty good.
I'll let you-
Respectable.
Yeah. You drink that kind of stuff often?
Well, no, because
Well,
I'm dead.
fair. That's fair. Sorry, I went straight to my brain. I didn't.
He finishes his cup. So go ahead and roll another con save for me, Crash.
All right. Oh, you son of a bitch! Fucking dice. That's 7. 2 on the die.
Oh,
The room begins to spin, and he goes, "Oh yeah, that's the stuff."
Oh my
He
God.
puts down the cup and the bottle, and he reaches up and takes off the crown. And Crash, you all of a sudden have full control over your body again, and make a dex save for me.
Okay. I hope this fails because I have an idea for what I want to say. 11.
It's I'll let you decide whether or not you can hold your ground or not.
Okay, I kind of don't want to.
Okay, 11 was
So-
right on the line, so
Okay, so I'm just gonna kind of look at everybody with that like red face, kind of like I've been drinking too much. I'm just gonna go. I feel short, and I just kind of lay down.
Oh. Lay down?
Yeah, I just lay down.
Okay, that's better than fall.
Like,
All right.
No, I don't fall down. I just kind of like try to find where the ground is, and then just kind of roll over.
Oh, okay.
it's
Well,
one of
he's
those
gonna-
awkward laydowns.
Orson's just gonna watch everyone taking drinks of this 900-year-old could be poison, and just ruefully shake his head.
Yeah.
Like sip tea.
The crown, by the
Now-
way, is like rolling across the floor now.
You don't want any of that? Or anyone else?
She's gonna pick it up.
Just tea for me.
Oric is just laughing.
This sprue's pretty respectable. You've got good taste. And
He
she
bows.
kind of like cheers him.
Yeah, he doesn't have anything to cheers you back, but he bows.
She takes another sip.
Olin sits down with a thud.
Excellent. So I assume, or what were you saying?
Oh no, I'm good.
Okay. I assume you guys are bedding down for the night. Is there anything you want to do before the morning? I'll take that as a
Yeah.
no.
I'm asleep.
How long does it take to? It takes like 8 hours or whatever to turn any herbs into anything with the kit, doesn't it?
It depends on what you want to make. So, for example, when Doc in our other campaign wants to make healing potions or poisons, I have him roll to see one, if he can make it
Okay.
with the stuff that he has, and then 2, to see how good a quality it is that he's going to make, and then based on that, we'll determine how long it will take to make it.
How does it work if you are unsure of what you're working with, if you're experimenting?
Well, then we'll roll some percentage die. So what we can do for tonight, since I don't have anything drawn up yet, is we'll say. So what did you have in mind? You're just like.
I collected, like, I would just like to cook things down or process it enough to see if I can sample it and see what happens. I mean,
Okay.
any way I would discover. the
Yeah,
purposes.
I'll say that if you were to do a couple experiments this evening, before you were go to bed and leave it overnight. Then the next
Yeah.
morning you could get up and determine the quality of some of the stuff. So what are you experimenting on?
Right now, I would like to know the properties of the bark I collected.
Okay. Cool. So you burn a little bit, turn it into ash, and mix it with some of your um, ingredients that you have that help you determine what things are, and then you boil some of it, and you do some other stuff. And go ahead and roll a percentage die for me.
93.
93. Okay. Cool. Um,
Oh, we should also set up watch, probably.
mhm. Not a bad idea. Cool. And then excellent. So we'll come back to that in the morning.
Okay.
Is somebody keeping watch?
I will.
Yes, I'll be.
Okay. Um,
Oh, sorry. We're keeping watch, and it is. I don't see the purpose of me keeping watch ever, unless we have light. So unless we have access to torches.
yeah, there is a torch in this room.
Okay. Well, either way.
I assumed that's how you were making tea.
That as well. Yeah, I'm just making it in the dark.
no,
Um.
no hot water, nothing.
I'll take. Shit. I brought it all. I'll take third then.
Okay. Excellent. So who's taking first?
I can.
Okay.
I'll
Roll
take second.
perception for me.
That is a total of 20.
20. Let me. Okay. So you sit there throughout the night, and you're in this vault, so nothing really happens. Decent. Eladon.
Yep.
I'm saying that right?
Yeah.
Excellent. Go ahead and roll a perception check for me.
That'll be a 19.
Okay. You too. Your shift seems to pass without any kind of disturbance or anything. And Sildaloon, go ahead and roll perception.
Oh, okay. Sorry. 7 and the 1 look similar. 12.
12. Well, okay. At some point in the night, somewhere, you think you hear some kind of mechanical grinding.
So I
And
can't
then-
tell what direction it's coming from? Oh, sorry.
Well,
More.
there's only one direction. Well, I guess there's two that you know about. There's the vault below you,
hmm
but it's coming from the hallway.
Does it sound like the door's opening?
It does not,
Okay.
and you can see that it is not.
Okay. I'm sorry. Did I interrupt you? Do you have more to?
Nope,
Okay. Is that the only sound I hear?
it is.
I would like to. Can I pick up the torch?
You can.
I would like to pick up the torch, and I'm not waking anyone up yet, but I'm walking towards the edge of the room,
Okay. To the vault door.
towards the. We
So
closed all
there's
the rooms,
there
did
is
we?
the vault door that is closed that leads to the hallway, and then there is the circular vault door on the floor.
Okay. Then I'm walking towards the one that leads to the hallway
Okay.
to listen if there's any. I want to. Yeah.
Okay, so you want to try to listen again, is what you're saying?
Yes, I want to see if there's something else I can surmise by getting closer.
Okay, go ahead and roll a perception check again.
Dirty 20.
Okay. Um, You think you hear footsteps, but you're not certain.
That's enough for me to. Who is the nearest person to me from the door?
I mean, they're all fairly close.
Okay. Then I, in a hushed. Actually, no. I would touch the shoulder.
Yeah, you touch
Indeed.
the shoulder of Icebox to let's fucking go.
Yeah, Icebox. Hey, Icebox, could you wake everyone up? Talk about the immersion. Um, I will gently wake everyone.
Okay.
Perhaps the person who just got off watch. That was Eladon.
Mm-hmm.
I won't wake him just yet, because I mean, he just went back to sleep. I don't want to butter him yet. If we don't have any issues, then I don't know. I don't like being out under. Maybe we should wake him up. Anyways, you know what? For the people who are awake now, I'm gonna talk quietly.
Mhm.
No need to be. Well, maybe be a little bit nervous. I believe I heard footsteps. And I know Orison was saying he heard or saw someone before, possibly, and I don't know if we're alone
Okay.
anymore.
Am I awake at this point?
Who did you wake up exactly?
Okay, sorry, I wasn't very specific. You know what? Yeah, I woke up everyone, apologetically. Well, you know what? You're drunk. Maybe I should. I like tap him a little, but if he doesn't immediately rouse, I will let Crush sleep.
Okay.
I'm going to roll a con
How
save real
exactly
quick.
did you wake me up?
Probably by touching you on the shoulder.
Gotcha.
Uh-oh.
That's fine.
I wake up swinging, but thankfully I only rolled a 5 on the attack, so.
Oh, you're having a bad dream.
Fine.
I know. I'm sorry. I know I shouldn't have woke you up so soon.
Just, yeah. What's going on?
I don't know yet. I heard someone out beyond the door. Well, I don't know. I felt like I heard something, and well,
that-
the door to the outside didn't open.
This point that you all hear, everybody who's awake anyway, the sound of what seems like something pressing buttons on the door.
I'm going to load my crossbow and wait.
And then you hear a flump, and then a sound of a bottle breaking.
Uh-oh.
Oh.
And then you hear horrendous screams that
That
very
wakes me up.
quickly die out.
Oh, I hope that wasn't one of our guys.
I know that sounded like a deer, didn't it?
Sleep. Don't you talk about my dear.
I'm gonna creep up and open the door with my crossbow pointed
Wait,
at the
you
opening.
You said screams as in plural?
Well, yes, as I said, screams as in plural, but
One person screaming.
one person screaming. Yes.
Okay.
So you open the door.
Yes.
Okay. Lying
I'm
on the
still looking at
ground in front of the door, just completely still on fire and burning up very quickly,
Oh my god.
is what looks like this dwarf. A little smaller than a normal dwarf. And it's not long before these flames turn this creature into ash.
Oh.
Oh, I can't heal that.
I was gonna say, is it too late for a healing spell?
Yeah.
I I don't know how to. Did we have any semblance that the creature was? I mean, the dwarf was alive.
It was not there when you entered the room, so somebody either moved it there or the creature was alive itself. Yeah.
I want to take a look and see if there's anything past the creature, like towards the other side of the room.
Make a perception check.
8.
8. You don't see anything.
It's clear.
Good. Great. What the hell was that?
My guess would be one of the dwarves he was talking about.
Yeah, one of those things that you were very interested in studying.
Oh, Crash, it's nice you're with us.
Oh,
Oh God.
Yeah. So what you see on the ground right now is what is like an ashy figure. And it is like it's like if something were to be flash burned all the way through.
Oh, jeez.
It rolled really bad save, and the damage was very, very high. It didn't stand a chance.
Is it wearing anything that looks like it might have survived, like armor or anything like that? Trinkets?
You can make out the armor, and you can make out that it had a little axe on a belt, and a dagger on the other side. You can attempt to grab stuff if you wish.
Yeah, I just kind of would like to rummage around and see what all was there that is still intact.
Yeah, the second you reach out to grab stuff off of this creature, the ash like that was held in place crumbles, and it's just now a pile of ash,
Weapons and all?
weapons and all.
Okay, so you're saying the thing that hit us before did that to this?
Mm-hmm.
yeah.
We got lucky.
Mm-hmm.
I'm glad we know that code now.
I'm glad Auric wasn't lying to me.
That too. Speaking of Orc, does he have anything to say about this?
Yeah, the crown's
Right.
like sitting on the ground. Did you go pick it up?
So somebody better.
Yeah, I will.
You pick it up, and he's like, "Don't open the." Oh, I was Mm-hmm.
Could you perhaps tell us what the actual hell was that?
That
Tell us all. Tell us all.
was
We
one of
told
my
Captain.
brethren.
Oh, was indeed.
Ooh, we can't hear him. What's
Did
going
you-
on?
Oh, that's right.
I hold out the crown for anyone who wants.
Okay, we're gonna all I gotta bend over
You all
again.
circle around and bend over and touch.
I crouch
the
down.
ground.
I'm not doing this again.
Okay. So he explains that every once in a while they'll send out a scout just to check out the area.
So they're repopulating, and they're planning.
Well, yeah, they're sentient creatures.
So you didn't tell them the door password?
Oh, hell no. And they never touched the crown anyway.
Assholes.
What do they want to get? Oh, they wanted to get into the vault. How do they get into the vault? They don't have all the crowns.
Well, they don't know that. They can't get through the door.
Well, to be perfectly fair, we don't know that they don't have any of the crowns either.
That's a good point. They could be a lot more dangerous than we know.
Well, that one's not.
Yeah, I'm glad he's a bad guesser. Well, What time is it now?
It's starting to become sunrise at this point.
Oh. Well,
Just as a point of interest, when one scout fails to report back, it is generally the operating procedure to send out more to investigate. So where there is one, there will surely be more.
I would think so.
they're just gonna keep sending them up and saying, "Hey, you're good at guessing."
Yeah, they do so every once in a while.
Huh. Well, I hope they try that method. It's working really well for them.
Hasn't worked in 900 years.
Yeah. Any
Oh.
other?
Out of curiosity, what is the password?
He just smiles.
I speak Dwarvish. You can say it in Dwarvish. They're not gonna know.
She has a point. I don't know Dwarvish.
He recites a dwarvish poem that basically compares rocks to flowers.
Gold blooms.
Oh, that was beautiful. I don't know what you said though. Oh, I don't.
I may have said something else in the last game, but I don't remember what I said. So that's canon now.
Okay. Interesting. Interesting choice. I suppose that's what makes it difficult to guess and what keeps them at bay, huh?
Indeed.
Well, I guess we should head back.
Yeah.
Probably best to go before the others come.
And Seldaloon, you take a look at your herbalism stuff, and you find that the bark has some medicinal properties. You think that if you were able to combine it with some other stuff, you probably could make a potion.
That is good news. I will put a cork on that particular.
Yeah,
Part.
you'd have to do some more experimentation, but you think it might at some point be useful.
It's a start.
Yeah. Excellent.
And knowledge is power. Well,
All right. What do you guys do?
I start packing up.
Yeah, sounds like we're leaving.
Okay.
I'm gonna start scouting ahead towards the exit just to make sure there aren't any more running around.
Okay. Make a perception check for me.
That's another 8.
You don't see anybody.
Okay. Good enough for me.
Good times.
Hey, Eladon, I'm sorry you didn't get to sleep much. I can carry on my back if you want to take a nap. I do it with the kids sometimes, so I'm used.
No, you're fine. I'll get some rest later.
Okay. Suit yourself. Either some tea as well. You can drink this bark water, but I don't think it'll do anything yet.
I'll be okay, I promise.
All right, we want our map maker in top-notch condition, so we don't walk into death.
Suppose at this point I'll return and say it's all clear. No other scouts lurking around.
Who has the crown at this point?
I think that would still be me, right?
Okay.
Well, we're all kind of holding it, right?
Yeah.
Vitality will take it if you guys aren't gonna.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't want a undead dwarf prince haunting me in my sleep anymore. So all yours.
He seemed smitten with the dolly.
What?
I just mean he seemed to take a liking to you. That's all.
Well, so Vital, you're the only one holding the crown at this moment, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
He's like, she
We do have more in common than
she
the
had a
rest.
bit to drink. Yeah, oh, we do.
Oh,
Hey,
sorry.
yeah.
Does anybody else here speak Dwarvish?
Ah, you're right. Very, very true.
I don't know what they're talking about. So they're getting along better already.
Yeah. So basically, the whole way back to the colony, he is just making small talk poorly.
Vitaly is doing her absolute best with the materials that she's been given, being she's trying to communicate with this man who's doing poorly.
Yeah. Oh, so in other words, the whole way back, it's awkward conversation, both sides.
It's Vitaly carrying the conversation,
Yeah.
but
Okay.
she only has one arm, so
fair.
But it's strong.
it is strong.
Yeah. It's as if he hasn't talked much in 900 years.
Yeah. Yeah, I know people like that.
Yeah.
I get it.
Yeah. Anything you guys want to do before you leave the mines?
I'm in this meme and I don't like it.
All right. Yeah. So anything you want to do before you leave the mines?
Make sure to retrieve my bell and string.
Okay. Easy enough. Anything else?
I mean, and nothing has changed besides this pile of ash
Mm-hmm.
that we can tell.
Well, and Crash is 50 gold richer.
Right. Is he on his feet?
Oh,
He
yeah,
is.
I'm
Yeah.
walking.
Yeah. He's fine.
Okay. All right. Cool. I can't think of anything except change the code. Like switch it around so people can't just like.
Unfortunately,
quick.
that's not how it works. But
Oh, okay, good. I just want to make sure. You don't want to leave it one off, so someone just has a lucky guess.
Well, I think when it shuts, all the runes pop out.
oh yeah, no, they don't even stay stuck in when you type it in.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
It's good. It's better than cheap lock.
Mm-hmm. So you guys head back, and that is where we'll end it for tonight. We'll pick it up there next time. Thanks for listening, everybody. We will play again next week, and make sure if you like it to subscribe and tell your friends, because we like to share stories. Have a good night.
Bye.
Good, everyone.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.